Alright, if you are franchisee, if you are education franchise HQ, then this is for you. And basically, something to take note again. Whatever I share next, don't take it as it is. Study my strategy first. Start understand how I think, how I plan. Then put in your own thinkings on how to use our strategy to improve your business. And because each business is different, the niche is different, the result is different, your business capability is different. Perhaps you're not ready to expand yet. Perhaps you're quite established. So the situation is different. So you need to put in some own thinking to learn what we have. So to learn what we have first and put in your own thinking to optimize it. Okay, watch 2 to 3 times in order to get the essence, because the first time usually is just to get the aha moment. Every successful marketing is well prepared and well planned before running ads, but I want to share with you some common practice of what the franchise HQ is doing. So usually, most of the franchise HQ that I see is that the franchise HQ is getting the students for all the franchisees. So you will actually end up, some franchisee you have average students, some you have a lot of students, some you have none, some are losing money. So you have these situations here. Like 80% that the franchisee encounter, I see this toward this way, because the HQ is the one who handle everything for them. If you are doing this way, you will eventually find out your HQ is not your franchisee is not sustainable. Somebody have to lose money and then they quit. So the key thing actually is not to handle everything for them. Okay, the key thing actually is you have to teach them, each franchisee, how to do marketing on their own. You have to give the authority to each franchisees on actually how to do the marketing on their own. I do work with HQ before, and we have about 120 branches in 2 countries. So I work with the HQs, and then what we do is we teach, they get me in, and then we teach each of the franchisee on how to do marketing on their own. Okay? How to do marketing on their own. So eventually, each franchisee are capable to, each franchisee, they are capable to know, they know how to do funnels on their own. Whether you have 2 programs, or whether you have 1 program, each franchisees, they know how to do marketing on their own. Okay? So you want to teach them how to fish. Either you teach them how to fish, but if you do not know how to teach them how to fish, then you have to get someone like us to teach them how to fish. So, and the other situation is that because when you get an outsider come in, usually they will pay more attention because it's a third party. And because when you teach them, right, they don't pay attention, they probably don't listen to you because it's too close or whatsoever. So usually the best is, like I said, each franchisee have their own funnels. And HQ can actually do a funnel just to help them to get a little bit of student for them. But there you have to position in such a way that whatever the leads that I help you to get is a bonus to everyone. You might have it or you probably don't have it, because I cannot take care of every franchisee by doing all the marketing or by HQ. So the best way is I teach you how to fish, you learn from the expert, and then you fish yourself. So there are some mechanism that in between that you can do rebates or sponsor or whatever it is if they hit the target. So these are things that if you really want to go onto this path, I suggest you to talk to me. Okay, I suggest you to talk to me or get my private consultations. Then I can work with you better. Okay, so that's actually how the best way to do this. So once all franchisees know how to do marketing on their own, okay, they know how to get the students, they know how to do funnels on their own, they know how to plan it, then franchise HQ focus on branding, focus on expansions. Okay, focus on expansion. So if everything do properly, right, you will start to see, like each franchisee, you will start to see students will start to get a lot of result on their own. This is the power of teaching the franchisee how to fish. Okay, so compared to you feed everything to them, right, so you suffer. So that's my point. So once you understand this, then what I want to share next is this is the franchisee. So you have two funnels. The first thing is the franchisee will learn their funnels on their own. The second thing, in terms of the HQ, right? In terms of HQ, right? You have one funnel just for the recruitment. Okay? You have one funnel just for the general lead generation for all franchisees. But if you manage to talk to them, this funnel is no longer, you don't have to do this because they already know how to do it on their own. You don't have to do the lead generation for them anymore. You can choose to, because for whatever reason in your agreement that you tell them actually you will help them to generate leads, that you actually fulfill your promise. You still can do, but I don't think you have enough. Let's say for example you have 100 franchisees. I don't think you have 100 franchisees budgets from the HQ level to do for them. And even though you have, you will actually you actually spoil them. They become fully reliant on HQ, and anything happen, they will point their golden fingers to the HQ. They will start to blame the HQ because that thing is not their responsibility. So how we treat everything is that we make sure we have a special, this is a series of programs that we need to make sure how we have a year-long or 6-month programs, just to make sure we have we've done everything right, just to make sure we turn the situation around and we start to cycle the franchisees in such a way that you need to be responsible on your own. HQ role, what is HQ role and what is your role? So the best way is, again, like what I said just now, it's every franchisee know how to fish themselves, and then as a HQ, you know your role. Okay, you know your role. What's your role? Is to help them, to give them a bonus list if they have. But the priority, we still have to come up with the transformations program. That, like for example, if you are in these situations, right, we need to come up with the transformation programs to make sure to turn the table around and to make sure they own up their own responsibility. They own up their own responsibility. So they no longer point the fingers to the HQ, and then they know that they have to take responsibility on their own to generate their own students. So it's a transformation program that we need to implement it step by step. And this is just a draft, like for examples, and to tell them actually how do you want to slowly come up with programs and talks and transformations, mindset programs to slowly implement the changes step by step. Then we usually do the first pilot batch, and then we use the first pilot batch to get good results, and then we use the first pilot batch result to invite the second batch to come in. So eventually, this is actually how we roll out the the transformations. But the key, I think you get what I mean, right? HQ focus on branding and expansions, and franchisee, they know their role, they need to do their own marketing. So the mechanism in between, how to compensate if they hit the target, and so that one we probably can discuss in details because this is on case by case basis. But in general, this is how the mechanism works. Franchisee focusing on getting students, HQ focus on branding expansions. So eventually, you have your own marketing team that focus on branding. Expansion means getting more franchise. You can have a funnels to get more franchise. Okay, you can have funnels to get more franchise. Recruitment of franchise, and you have funnels to get lead generations. Again, how we plan all these things, I think I'll just explain this. Let's say, for example, you want to recruit franchisee, right? Okay, so who is my target audience? Business owners? Probably not, because they already have their own business. Those working adults who want to quit their job and start a business? Yes. Teacher who want to start a business? Probably yes. So I need to be precise in my marketing. My angle is how to start probably your art and craft business. How to start an art and craft education business with ABC franchise. ABC franchise is your business name. And how do I convince them? Usually you need to do it through preview because you need to present it. You need to probably invite them to come for your HQ and present it. Whether it's one-to-one, whether it's a one-to-many basis, depends on your capability, and whether you can do it online or whether it's offline, it's up to you. So that's actually how we plan the whole thing to get students to get people who are interested to come for the preview, and we close them. We tell them how much it costs, and then they will decide. This one I think is pretty straightforward. This funnel is this funnel, general lead generation. This is the funnel that used by this is the funnels that used by the franchisee as well. I have so many videos here that you can rewatch back on actually how we plan things. So go watch it. But in general, like for example, let's say you're the franchisee, right? Sorry, you're the HQ, but you want to get the sales for your franchisee. You want to get additional, sales for your franchisee, right? So you have to do something similar what the franchisee is doing. Means that the franchisee have their own funnels. You have the funnels that is the same content but different address, different domain, and so then you can do it on the HQ level. They will do their own marketing on their franchisee level, so it doesn't mix up. So you fulfill your promise, you will help them to get some leads for them. At the same time, you also teach them how to fish. So it's a win-win situation. So then you will know which one you will perform, because there are definitely some franchisee, there are some mindset issue, they don't want to do marketing, or they're lazy but so level. Then you will know which one is the one that is the top franchisee, which one is not doing the work. Then you can make some decision whether if they are not hitting the target, do you want to cut them off? Because it's damaging your reputation. Let's say for example, this is lazy, right? They're not doing their work, right? To some other people, like people who stay nearby this area, locations, they look at your franchisee and they start saying why this franchisee is closing down, it's not making money. So definitely some issue happening, right? So you have to do some checking and do some thinking about what I said just now. These are all mechanism based, but like I said, my course is not just about Facebook ads. My course is about how to I teach about Facebook ads, which you'll learn about in the modules later. But most important thing, how do I plan the whole campaign so that I can make money? Okay, I hope you get the point. So the rest of the things, profit maximization, I think I don't have to explain anymore. I think you can watch back the franchisee videos. Okay, you can watch the franchisee videos, but it's about the same things. Okay, this is a special training just for the HQ. So, but because the situation is so unique, so I just briefly explain what's the common practice and what is a better way. And if you really want to get our help, this one, if you know, by looking at this, you already know how to do it. Please do it on your own. But if you are the franchisee HQ, you're looking at this, you don't know how to implement this, then usually you either get the franchisee to join all my course and learn it, or if not, then actually usually you need to get our help, get our private consultations and talk to us. We need to plan transformations, programs, implementations to help you to roll out. So people who've done it successfully, you will see 1,000 kids for the past 1 year following my method, 55 outlets using the funnels in 2 years. Okay, this is no joke. So many case study. This is the one that we roll out. These are all franchisees who get good results. So yeah, this is what the video is about. If you're franchisee HQs, and like I said, come and talk to us, and we'll work things out. We'll work out a plan according to your business, your HQs. Okay, and that's all about these videos, and all the tactics behind all this is the same. Like for example, it's the same like the videos before. So I don't talk about this here. The main thing I just want to highlight about this, the common practice and what's a better way, so that you get the aha moment, and then see whether you want to work with it and whether you want to work with us on a more on a more detailed basis, on a more one-stop solution basis with us. Okay, right. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in the next module.